redefine your relationship with energy, save you money, and get you on the path to a cleaner, greener future. JFW Renewables, your nationwide solar energy specialists. Call us today for a greener tomorrow.
QFinancial.ie got the price and advice for me.
Pension auto-enrolment will soon be introduced. This means that all full-time workers over the age of 23 earning more than €20,000 per year must contribute to a pension, and employers must contribute. What are those pension entitlements, and is there independent advice available? The Q Financial Pension Team are experienced in advising both employees and employers of the positive and affordable options available for your situation. Call 091 421 900 or log on to qfinancial.ie.
Q Financial, qfinancial.ie.
Based in Clare, Galway, OMA Financial Services Limited, trading as qfinancial.ie, is an authorised independent pension intermediary regulated by the Central Bank of Ireland.
And you're very welcome to Kenny Park in Athenry, where the scene is set for this very important Senior B Group 2 game between Ahascragh and Mellows. And delighted to be joined in co-commentary by Niall Canavan. And Niall, as we look out from the commentary position this morning, and as you probably hear in the effects mics, it's a breezy day in Kenny Park in Athenry. We were laughing here before the game. It's nearly like October, November weather. But that certainly doesn't take the significance off this game. Big game for both teams.
Huge game for both teams, Sean. Yeah, very windy day. I'm looking at Ty Karen down in front of us here, heading into the wind in the first half here, but we're taking a free, just practicing before the start of the match, and there's a huge wind here, similar to the wind that was here yesterday, but the day itself was a lot nicer than it is today, and it's very difficult for hurling, but it's a huge game for both of these teams in the context that both lost their opening round games. Athenry beat Mellows by 320 to 20 points, and then we had that huge scoring game between Ahascragh and Fohenagh, but both sides, from their perspectives, unfortunately came out on the wrong side. So it's a big game, and the winners, will see themselves back in vogue in this year's championship. The losers could see themselves in a relegation battle, which nobody wants to see any team in that situation, but it's a huge game. We see that Sean Morrissey is back for Mellows. We see that Cathal Mannion is back as well for Ahascragh as well, so the big guns are out today because the significance of this game is huge.
Alright, let's go through the two teams then, and we start with the Ahascragh team, who are in their distinctive navy and red jerseys. To the right as we look out, the goal for them is Colin Frayne. A full back line of 8 Luke Cosgrove, 3 Owen Delaney and 4 Conor Kelly. A half back line of 5 John Finnerty, 6 Pádraig Mannion and 29 Stephen Kelly. The midfield partnership is 28 Owen Naughton and 9 Dermot O'Brien. The half forward line is 10 Luke Kennedy, 11 is Cathal Mannion and 12 is Luke Murray. The inside line then is 13 Ronan Kelly, 14 Robert Green and 15 is Mark Kelly Senior, to distinguish from the other Mark Kelly, of course, in the Ahascragh team. And as Niall said, the big news there is that Cathal Mannion, who actually got injured, I believe, in the warm-up in that opening round high scoring loss to Portumna and missed the game, but he's a huge addition back for them. Then we look at the Mellows team, who are in their traditional green jerseys. They're on the left hand side as we look out here, and the Mellows will line out as follows. In goal is Louis D. A full back line of 4 Jack Kevill, at 3 is Barry Ford, and at 18 is Jack Hastings. Half back line of 6 Ed O'Reilly, 21 Stephen Barrett and 7 Sean Morrissey. Midfield partnership of 5 Mark Hughes and 8 Owen Finnerty. The half forward line is 10 Luke McPhilbin, 12 Ronan Elwood and 13 is Conor Hines, and the inside line is 9 Tyg Harron, 15 Adrian Morrissey and 11 Conor Elwood. Both teams obviously, as you can see, have made a lot of positional switches again. We would assume that there may be more from what we've read there, and I suppose in the second game you'd have to say, Niall, that both teams have had the advantage of the opening round. That was a huge high scoring game that Ahascragh lost in the bench to Portumna. Portumna 132 with some Joe Canning magic. Ahascragh at 226, and Athenry big win over Mellows first day out, 320 to 20 points. So both those teams have had a chance to kind of, I suppose, make the tweaks, but also for the last 2 weeks I would imagine it's all about getting a result here today.
That's it, yeah, and even a draw keeps you in the championship in many ways. You just want to get a couple of points on the board, but a win is paramount for both of these teams. I see Ahascragh are playing with the wind advantage in the first half. That was, as we saw yesterday in the 2 games here, was hugely significant. Both Turlockmore and in the second game Sarsfields had built up significant leads by half time, and they were able to hold those leads.
Would you go with it, Niall, if you're a manager? Would you go with the big breeze at the start?
I think you'd have to,
yeah.
As I said, going on yesterday, yesterday's
Yeah,
games.
yeah.
If you were here yesterday, you would have seen the significance of that breeze advantage for both of the teams. And again, like if you look at Ahascragh Fohenagh, they have shooters. Pádraig Mannion is playing here at a centre half back. Cahill is in at centre half forward. Now they're without Dara or without
Sean Blehin.
Blehin, obviously he's gone away, but Lawrence Tully is sick, by the way. He's not here today, so he's a big loss to them as well. Yeah. But it's with the wind, you just have to take scores realistically, and if you have shooters from out the field that are able to take them, and guide the ball in with that wind, you'd be looking at the wind here is a 7 or 8 point lead you would think a team would need at half time, considering the significance of that wind and what it looks like out there.
Well, it's a big game. It's Richard McNicholas is the Rachor. It's the Senior B finals from last year, Ahascragh Fohenagh against the Senior B semi-finals. That was Liam Mellows from last year, as Ronan Elwood gets the ball back to Mark Hughes. And Mark Hughes, Mellows playing into the breeze in the opening half, and probably will try to mind the ball and go to the lines as they do just that. Conor Hines throws it up, well blocked down though, and I think the cornerback may have injured some Conor Kelly, I think, in so doing. He's getting up rather gingerly anyway, and I think he may have hurt himself in doing that, but straight away you saw the intensity, Niall, and the good block down as Conor Hines was winding up for the shot. Yeah,
he was winding up for the shot. Mellows had created a scoring opportunity, when I say scoring opportunity, he was about 50 yards out, but he was against that wind, blocked down, and it leads to a free now to Ahascragh Fohenagh, just a slap there, and it's a free that Pádraig Mannion will take, and I presume he'll hit the far post. Obviously they're playing into the scoreboard end here, and the way that the wind is, I'm sure he'll aim for the far post and see what it bring in, because that wind is huge. I'm sure he'll probably have the distance, you would think. Whether he has the accuracy, we'll know in a few moments.
Gives you an idea, though, to think that a scoring opportunity from between his own 45 and his own 65 metre is a scoring opportunity, doesn't it? With the breeze behind him, Cahill Mannion strikes it well. Is it tailing to the left? Or Pádraig, I should say, yeah. Pádraig puts it to the wrong side of the post and wide, but just gives you an idea of the strength of the breeze.
Yeah, as I said, he probably should have aimed for the far post. Maybe he did, it just took off. But again, he puts it wide, but it just shows the strength of the wind. The wind is huge out there.
And that breeze, for people that know Kenny Park and Athenry, it's probably going into the scoreboard in. It's probably going into that 15 corner, if you know what I mean. So that probably pulled it to the left hand side a little bit as Ahascragh Fohenagh tried to come on the attack again. Low ball sent in there by Owen Naughton. Stalemate situation. Mellows tried to get the numbers around it. Eventually though, picked up nearly. Eventually breaks into the corner forward there. That's Ronan Kelly. Again, a stalemate situation. No one really putting their name on the ball. Comes across the face of the goal in the end, and the man that does the tidying up is Ed O'Reilly, former Galway minor, of course. And Mellows bringing the ball safely out of defence, and then Mark Hughes turns defence into attack. Long ball just suddenly into open space, and that's Conor Elwood that's onto it immediately. Conor Elwood bearing down a goal, has Tadhg Harron inside. Tadhg Harron winding up for the shot into the back of the net. Super goal by the man they call Tiger. Beautifully created. Conor Elwood did the running, laid the ball inside, but again the one thing playing into a breeze, the long ball by Mark Hughes found a 2-on-2 inside, space in front of the Ahascragh Fohenagh defence, and my God, did the Mellows forwards make hay there. Great score.
That was a serious score, in fairness. He made no mistake, Tadhg Harron, when he got the chance, and in fairness to Conor Elwood, he took on his man, did the right thing, played the ball across to Tadhg Harron, and he buried the ball into the back of the net. There was no hope for the goalkeeper Colin Frayne. A bullet of a shot, and a great start for Mellows against the wind.
Certainly is, and how often have we seen Tadhg Harron do that for Mellows down to the years as Cahill Mannion takes on a shot at the target, but that goes to the wrong side of the post and wide. So the team playing into the breeze lead by 1 goal to no score. Nearly 3 minutes gone on the contest as Louis D, the Kerry man now of course in goal for the Mellows, also played some games with University of Galway in last year. Wasn't eligible though to play in the Fitzgibbon, as the ball well won over there again by Conor Elwood, and Conor Elwood has started this game well, hitting off the right hand side as he bears down on goal and puts it high and puts it over the bar. Good score by Conor Elwood. His first point of the day, but he's contested the 2 balls that have come into him. He's won them, and Conor Elwood, who was part of the 2017 Galway All-Ireland minor winning panel, has started well, Niall, and suddenly Mellows have sent out an early message. The lead by 1-1 to no score.
Yeah, it's a 4-point lead is a big win, a big lead against that wind,
yeah.
And the goal is probably worth more than 3 points really, due to the significance of the wind. But they've started well here in Ahascragh, trying to break out of defence, but a poor pass, but I think they've got away with it.
Yeah, Stephen Kelly went over his head initially. The man that tried to get onto it was Conor Kelly, and eventually Ahascragh worked the ball cleverly. Eventually goes through to Cathal Mannion in the number 10 position. This is his third shot at goal, and his third shot reaps dividends. Cathal Mannion puts it high and over the bar at his ease, just inside the 65 metre line, standing on the sideline, popped it over the bar. Ahascragh are out of the traps. 4 minutes in, 1 point for Ahascragh, 1-1 for Lee Mellows. If you have any doubt about the breeze, you can certainly hear it here in the effects mics as the puck out, broken down well by Mellows in the half forward line by Luke McPhilbin. Breaks then to Sean Morrissey. Big addition back today. He gets it into space, looking for Owen Finnerty to get onto this ball. Owen Finnerty has the ball under control, getting away well there, runs in, and a little slap eventually by Owen Naughton, giving away the free. And Lee Mellows will take that all day, and with a free taker like Ty Hearn around the house, Niall, I think he hit 12 points out of the 20 points they got against Athenry. This will be meat and drink to the likes of Ty Hearn.
Yeah, it should be a score for Ty Hearn.
Bit of bite there, Niall, in that last set of challenges as well, isn't there?
There was a small bit, but I suppose it's a big game.
Yeah.
The championship, realistically, both of these teams want to win. You don't want to be going into your last game either against Portumna or Athenry looking for points, because in this group the points are very, very hard to get, and it's 1-1 to a point, as we said, in favour of Lee Mellows, and they have this free here now to extend that lead. It should be a tap over one for Ty Hearn. We've seen him for many years taking the frees, and he should put this one between the posts. So
Ty Hearn then with the chance to make this ball game 1 goal and 2 points it is for now for Lee Mellows. Ahascragh 1 point after 5 minutes. Strong breeze with Ahascragh, but it's Lee Mellows that have started so brightly. And Tiger makes it now 1-1 for his personal tally. Long puck out down on top of the back and half forward lines. Ball breaks. Who's onto the break ball? Awfully important who gets the break ball. And Richard McNicholas deems that he saw an infringement there, and that will be a free in for Ahascragh. We mentioned Sean Blahin, but their manager, of course, Donald Cooney of St. Thomas's fame, brother of Conor and Shane, of course, great hurler himself, Donald Cooney, down to the years night. So good to see him on the line.
Yeah, good experience there. Of course, he'd have a connection with the Manions.
That's right.
As this free is going to be taken by Mark Kelly. Should be one you wouldn't think he'd put between the post.
Yeah, Mark Kelly. I love the term now that's after his name, senior.
He mightn't like that.
No, he might not like that.
He's only about 25 or 26, I'd say, at this stage.
So Mark Kelly puts it high and puts it over the bar. Good start for Mark Kelly after the place ball. He pops it over the bar. The other Mark Kelly, of course, is number 17. He's the joint captain, and we had the drama last year, of course, in that county final of the Mark Kellys and the goals. Anyway, puck out, breaks to the far side of the field. Conor Hines gets onto it well from Mellows, goes back with the pass to Ed O'Reilly, who does well to dodge past one tackle and then gets the hand pass inside. Good play by Mellows into the breeze, into Ronan Elwood. Ronan Elwood takes on a shot from inside the 45 metre line that goes across the face of the goal and just wide. Again, probably an indication of the breeze probably coming into us here, Niall, on the terrace side of the field, as Ahascragh go short and work the puck out well up the field. Nice take there on the turn by Robert Green. Robert Green taking on the shot, going towards the far post this time, but probably allowed too much as he was heading to the 15 corner and brought it across the face of the goal and wide on the right hand side. 1-2 to 2 points. Mellows lead. Yeah,
good movement there. In fairness, Luke Cosgrove took the quick puck out from Colin Frayne. Good ball up to Robert Green. Really good touch, spun his man, and just unfortunate for him, it just went the wrong side of the post.
Puck out, well taken out there by John Finnerty. Excellent catch by Finnerty. Gets the pass away. The hurl was on the stick, but play on to the referee, Jeremy O'Brien. Nice little ball inside to Ahascragh, beginning to move. Goes into Mark Kelly. Mark Kelly from play. That one though goes to the wrong side of the post and wide.
That's 4 wide, Sean. 7 minutes in. They'll be disappointed with that. But in fairness, John Finnerty did really well there. He lost the hurl and a beautiful hand pass. The ball just bounced up off the ground and he flicked it away, and unfortunately from Ahascragh viewpoint, again another wide.
Louis D then goes to the far side of the field. Of course, new champions down in Kerry in the Senior Hurling Championship. We saw that recently. Great excitement down there as the ball won again from the recycling by Mellows, who will be more than happy with the way they've won and dealt with the puck house. Into Adrian Morrissey. Adrian Morrissey got it out of his feet firstly, then turns onto the right hand side. Lovely score by Adrian Morrissey, positioned in at the edge of the square today. Lovely point by Adrian Morrissey, showing all his experience, kept the ball out in front of him initially with the aid of his feet, and then swiveled, put it over the bar. Good score. Mellows leading by 1-3 to 2 points, as it is the Mellows men that come on the attack again into Adrian Morrissey. Adrian Morrissey having a fair old battle in there with Luke Cosgrove. In goes Conor Hines then to rob the ball, gets the hand pass out. Nice little ball back to Stephen Barrett. Stephen Barrett shoots, but it goes to the wrong side of the post and wide. You have to say Mellows have started impressively now. 9 minutes in, they lead by 1-3 to 2 points into the breeze.
Yeah, the goal was a real buffer for them after 2 minutes. In fairness, Tycarn fairly buried in the back of the net, and it's given them a good lead now, 4 points between them. But Ahascragh Fohenagh will be disappointed with the number of wides they've had so far.
Yeah, Mark Kelly, lovely diagonal ball. Gets it across there to the wing forward, Luke Murray, and Luke Murray puts it to the wrong side of the post and wide. That's 5, Niall, is it? Yeah.
5 wides, yeah.
Yeah.
You know,
some of them going to the right hand side, they're probably trying to allow for the breeze.
Yeah, and you know, when you start hitting wides like that, you know, it erodes some of the confidence, but they're still creating the chances. It'd be interesting to see what happens if they could get loads a couple of those between the posts.
Absolutely. 1-3 to 2 points, Lee Mellows lead. 9 minutes into the opening half. Tycarn coming away from his inside role, goes into the 2-man line again. Adrian Morrissey broken away from him though. The tidying up is done by Conor Kelly. Conor Kelly gets it out to Pádraig Mannion, and Pádraig Mannion looks upfield. Wants to probably try and get Cahill into the game. Early ball inside again, and for the second time comes back to Mark Kelly there from the corner forward, who did well to win it out in front again. Robert Green back to Cahill Mannion. Cahill Mannion does well, goes past 3 players as if they weren't there. Has he support on the shoulder? Gets the hand pass inside. Is there a 1-2 on? No one said. It's Ahascragh Fohenagh trying to keep the ball alive. Good play by Ed O'Reilly to dispossess Ronan Kelly in that instance. Ball goes to the deck. Who's onto it? The man that is onto it is Owen Finnerty. Owen Finnerty from Mellows, won back though by Cahill Mannion, who swung around free into Ahascragh Fohenagh. Those rooks are going to be important today now. Yeah,
there was just a fleeting moment there. It looked as if he was
getting away
to get away, and just maybe the hamstring injury or whatever curtailed him a slight bit, in the sense that he didn't have the necessary speed just to get away. But he's won the free anyway. It's a scoreable opportunity here for Mark Kelly. One that Ahascragh Fohenagh each on. The last couple of efforts have gone wide. You know, they need to put this between the post.
Yeah, just to steady them back into the game, you would think. Mark Kelly standing over. Rich McNicholas, good position for the referee, just directly behind the free taker here. Derek Kelly on this side is the linesman, and John Kane from the Rahon Newcastle clubs is linesman on the far side of the field as Luke strikes it, gets it inside that left hand post. or Mark Kelly, I should say, that strikes it, puts it over the bar. That's his second point of the day from the place ball. 1-3 for Liam Mellows, 2 points for Ahascragh Fohenagh.
3 points for Ahascragh Fohenagh, Sean. Yeah.
Sorry, 3 points. 1-3 to 3 points. We had some drama yesterday evening with the score and that in that game, but in the end it didn't matter. Comfortable victory, and a big victory for Sarsfields over Castlegar. Conor Elwood just slightly overrunning that, comes back. Does he give a slap? No play, answers the referee. Owen Nocton comes out without Ahascragh Fohenagh, comes into the midfield sector, but well won there by Owen Finnerty. Owen Finnerty gets it off then to the runner, who is Conor Hines, who's well able to run, and he ran into traffic, but he also ran into an illegal challenge team.
Yeah, I think Ahascragh Fohenagh were very unfortunate, because there was a slap there on the Ahascragh Fohenagh player that should have been a free out, wasn't given. It results in a free in here now to and
he's actually moved it in as well.
I think someone said something there, so it's moved in front of the goals, but initially it probably should have been a free out to Ahascragh Fohenagh.
So then, coming up to nearly 1:15 on the Sunday afternoon in August, as we look out and see wind. Thankfully no rain, but God, should pass for October, as Tycarn will take his time placing the ball just on the semicircle area. 12 minutes gone in the contest. 1-3 Liam Mellows, 3 points for Ahascragh Fohenagh. This is a chance to extend the lead out to 4 again, which Tiger does quite simply and pops it over the bar. Ireland Father champion as well.
Half-time scores in the other games. Loughrea lead Mycullen 11 points to 8 at half-time at Pearse Stadium, and in the intermediate championship Clymer lead Turlockmore 2-10 to 1-7.
Okay. Presume there's a breeze in those games as well there, as good defensive play there by Conor Kelly, as Conor Kelly is fouled, and that's going to be a free out. And a chance for Ahascragh Fohenagh through Pádraig Mannion to build again. The trail by that goal, as Niall has said, the first score of the game from Tycarn has been the difference between them thus far.
I think there's 4 in. I think Ty pointed that free, didn't he?
He did, yeah.
So it means there's 1-4 to 3 points.
Oh yeah, 1-4 to 3 points. Yeah.
The scoreboard has it just about up there now.
Yeah. Pádraig Mannion plays a 1-2 with John Finnerty, and John Finnerty drives it long from the left half back position, but it's always going to the wrong side. There's a foul. That's a penalty. It was Cahill Mannion that was inside, and he was taken down as the ball dropped it around the square.
Barrett, I think, There was no need for it whatsoever, no. Sean. The ball was going wide.
Yeah.
Ends up in a penalty to Ahascragh Fohenagh.
My God, that could be a game-changing moment, couldn't it?
Massive game-changing moment. Interesting to see who will take the penalty. It looks like Cahill Mannion is going to take it.
I think there's only one man in town for that, because he's looking for the sliotar.
I was just about to say it was another poor wide from Ahascragh Fohenagh's perspective, but Stephen Barrett had his hands around Cathal Mannion, ends up a penalty.
Stephen Barrett seems to be the man tasked with picking up Cathal Mannion, John Finnerty's long ball. And I suppose on a day like today, when you mix it up, Niall, you can get dividends as well from the long ball. We saw Castlegar go on Route 1 quite often yesterday evening in that game against Sarsfield. So now, Cathal Mannion up against Louis D, the Kerryman in goal for Liam Mellows. We played nearly 14 minutes of the opening half. 143 points. Cathal Mannion striking into the corner of the net. No doubt whatsoever about it. Cathal Mannion finishes the ball to the back of the net. 1-1 now for Cathal Mannion. The penalty goal gives the men of Ahascragh Fohenagh a right kind of a fill-up at the right time. The margin down to 1 now. Mellows lead by 1, Niall.
Yeah, 1-4 to 1-3. Great penalty by Cathal Mannion. Give Louis D no chance in fairness, and leaves only a point between them. Interestingly, Stephen Barrett seems to be picking up Cathal Mannion. Mannion's gone to the edge of the square, and Barrett has gone with him now. So it'll be interesting to see will Ahascragh Fohenagh launch a couple of more walls in there.
I think that could be part of the plan for the next few minutes anyway. 1-4 to 1-3. Mellows, though, you've nearly reached the first quarter. It's 14 and a half minutes gone. I'd say if you asked David Collins, the Mellows manager, would he take that into the breeze before the game, I'd say he would, Niall, in fairness, to lead by a point, as Mark Hughes takes the line ball. Didn't go that far, but Conor Elwood keeps it alive to Owen Finnerty, and Owen Finnerty takes off on a run, goes back to Mark Hughes. Mark Hughes well blocked down, though. For the second time, I think Owen Naughton has executed a good block down, but the ball is brought back there by Owen Finnerty, right across the 20 metre line. Ty Cairn goes back with the pass to Conor Hines, I think it is. Conor Hines from out the country, but that goes to the wrong side of the post and wide.
Yeah, 3 wides for Mellows. Owen Finnerty played a great ball across the field to Ty Cairn, laid it back to Conor Hines, but just going to the wrong side of the post and wide.
Long puck out. It was aimed towards Luke Kennedy there. Ball comes back in then to Ronan Kelly. Ronan Kelly nearly dispossessed eventually there by Jack Hastings.
It's a free.
And is free, as that's a foul is on the wing back. Well, Sean Morrissey, who's wearing 7. Interesting to see Jack Hastings back in that inner line of defence, Niall.
Yeah, we'd be more accustomed to him playing out around the middle of the field, and he has played there for a good number of years for Liam Mellows, but I suppose he brings a good bit of experience out of that full back line, in fairness to the Liam Mellows guys. And if you look at the other 2 guys in there, they'll be relatively inexperienced, Jack Kevin and Barry Ford, in comparison to Jack Hastings, so he brings a good bit of experience to that full back line.
He was part of the Galway panel under Shane O'Neill, wasn't he? I think Jack Hastings, as Louis D takes the free, goes high into the breeze. 1-4 Mellows, 1-3 for Ahascragh Fohenagh. Up goes Conor Elwood, brings it to the deck. John Finnerty gets the hand pass off to Pádraig Mannion. If Pádraig Mannion ever wants to get a guy that looks like him, it's John Finnerty beside the half back line. As Pádraig Mannion from out the field puts it high and puts it over the bar. Lovely score by Pádraig Mannion, and suddenly, as so often in the past, the Mannion brothers come up trumps for Ahascragh Fohenagh in the last few minutes. The penalty goal converted by Cathal Mannion, and then his brother Pádraig puts over a great point to leave us deadlocked on 16 and a half minutes of 1-4 apiece.
Good response by Ahascragh Fohenagh, goal on the point there, as you said, and Pádraig was on an advantage, so it was a shot to nothing really, but in fairness he was very accurate, puts it between the posts, and again it showed the strength of that wing that he was able to put it over the bar from his own half back line.
Owen Finnerty again involved, gets to Stephen Barrett, and Mellows moved across the half back line. Sean Morrissey goes to the right corner forward position. Ty Cairn does well to just keep it in, but that's all he could do. Keeps it in the field of play, and then Conor Kelly could go back onto the loose ball and tidy up for Ahascragh Fohenagh. Back there is Luke Cosgrove as well, and Luke Cosgrove plays the ball across to Pádraig Mannion. Pádraig Mannion looks to give it one way, then went the other way, plays the 1-2, and away goes Pádraig Mannion again. Nice little flick pass out to Dermot O'Brien. Dermot O'Brien plays it down the line, looking for Mark Kelly to get on this ball. Mark Kelly under pressure, being forced towards the sideline. Mellows using the sideline as their friend in this instance. Ball kept alive though by Ahascragh Fohenagh. In there again, trying to keep the ball alive is Robert Green. Robert Green does well to pick it up, and then it comes out away from his hand again, but out comes Conor Hines, working hard for Liam Mellows, and Conor Hines, great ball downfield. Only one Mellows forward inside the 45 metre line, and that allows the full back Owen Delaney to go back and tidy up the ball and gives it to his goalkeeper Colin Frayne.
Here, I'd say.
I think Colin Frayne inside his own 45 metre line drives it in long. Is there anyone to meet it in there? No, the only one to meet it is the Mellows goalkeeper. It would have been a perfect ball if Cathal Mannion had stayed in there.
Yeah, he probably could have taken another 20 yards because there was an ocean of space in front of him, in fairness, but Mellows on the attack again.
Yeah, Sean Morrissey looking for Adrian the brother, but well taken back there by the Luke Cosgrove playing in the full back line. Ahascragh seem to be buoyed up by that last 1-1 to equalise the ball game. As they come out of defence, they're fouled and a chance to work it up the field. Now 12 minutes of normal time left in the opening half. I would imagine the plan for Ahascragh would be trying to build a bit of a lead here now, Niall.
Yeah, that's exactly it. They'll be trying to build a lead, and they've come back into the game with a goal and a point, and they're buoyed up by that, but it's still delicately poised here. There isn't a whole lot between the teams, but you have about 12 minutes to go here. Huge in the context of the game, as I keep saying, with that win. Could Ahascragh build a lead prior to half time?
Good block there by Barry Ford, and Conor Elwood then turns and goes long again into Tadhg, who's gone back in as part of the two again inside. Tiger on the ball on the 45-metre line, striking in towards the goal, and it just goes to the wrong side of the post and wide.
There's a lot of space in there for Adrian Morrissey and Tadhg. These guys, isn't there? You know, Mellows have the two guys inside. They bring guy further their half forward line out the field, leaving space inside. So you know, while Ahascragh have the wind, they could get caught with a ball in there to either Harron or Morrissey inside.
Luke Kennedy also playing the ball well into space, Niall, aren't they, in terms of getting to find it. Mark Hughes goes again. This one again, asking Tadhg to win the foot race with Conor Kelly. But Conor Kelly has played well so far for Ahascragh. Gets the hand pass off then to Stephen Kelly. And Stephen Kelly goes long into the full forward line, despite losing the hurl. The ball is well won there by Luke Murray, who's then fouled. He did awful well now because he lost the hurl, he lost his balance, he was on nearly one knee, and yet he stretched out the hand, grabbed the chitter, and as we say, once you have the ball, you have the game. He was fouled, wins the free. Yeah,
free in, scoreable opportunity here, a chance to put Ahascragh in front for the first time, and Mark Kelly stands over this free. But you mentioned Mellows playing good quality ball, and there's an awful lot of those Mellows lads who have County Middle in their pocket.
Yeah.
You know, and aside from maybe the Thomas's lads, there are too many more playing at the moment that have one of those
in the last number of years.
Because they have
played in 3 county finals in total.
So they have a huge amount of experience, and they know how to play. And they've been playing with each other for years, so it's nothing unusual to see the quality of the ball that they're putting into their attack.
Mark Kelly pops the ball over the bar from the place ball. 1-4 apiece then. We played 20 minutes of the opening half, and we're 1-5 to 1-4, I should say. So is it 1-2 unanswered that Lee Mellows?
1-5 to 1-4.
1-5 to 1-4. That's 1-2
without reply.
1-2 without reply to get them into the lead. As Ahascragh tried to build again. Nocton. Eventually the ball goes inside. This shot is going to be taken on and is finished, or is hit well by Jeremy O'Brien, but it just tails at the wrong side of the post again. You can see, Niall, the other thing is when you do go up into the air, hit a higher shot, the breeze really has an impact. And even if we're just looking now from our commentary position here, we've 21 minutes played, 1-5 for Ahascragh, 1-4 for Lee Mellows, but it's even a swirling kind of a breeze, Niall, isn't it?
It is, it's very difficult breeze, to navigate, and you know, even though Ahascragh lead by a point, like there's very, very little in this game.
Conor Elwood early ball in against Tadhg, nearly had it, but it's Ahascragh that come away with the ball. Eventually, Pádraig Mannion nearly dispossessed by Adrian Morrissey, but now suddenly he's gone past 2 or 3 players and he's up in the other half of the field. Good play by Ahascragh, back to Cathal Mannion from the 65-metre line off the left-hand side. My God, look at it. What a score by Cathal Mannion. It was like a golf iron off the left, curled it inside the post.
But he made a run, Sean, there that Pádraig was coming up the field, and he just ran out of the way.
He knew he was going to get it,
but he just ran out of the way and let Pádraig continue the run, and then he got the pass back, and what a brilliant score, 1-6, 1-4.
Kind of point you'd love to score in the back garden one time, but he's doing it in Championship hurling. We've seen him do it for Galway at the highest level. Meanwhile, down at the other end, it's Luke McPhilbin on a run for Mellows. Lovely ball inside to Tadhg. Tadhg, second goal! Credit Luke McPhilbin. He wasn't happy to take the point. He played a lovely ball to hand pass to Tadhg, and he rattled the back of the net. 2 goals and 2 points for Lee Mellows, and for Tadhg, I should say himself personally. Great work by McPhilbin. 2-4 Lee Mellows, 1-6 for Ahascragh. Great goal, Niall.
That was a brilliant goal, Luke.
Absolutely.
McPhilbin. And in fairness,
superb point followed by superb goal.
Yeah, and you look at the 2 goals really that Mellows have got. Like Conor Elwood did the right thing when he got through, gave the ball to Tadhg, and he buried it in the net. And McPhilbin the same thing. He wasn't going to go for the score himself. He saw Tadhg in space, and the ball was pinpoint into his hand, and Colin Frayne had no chance. 2 brilliant goals by Tadhg, but well worked scores.
I think they call that the risk-reward passes, Niall, don't they? To take the one more to set up the goal, but the reward is massive when it works. Yeah,
the reward is huge there now. Like, they've got 6 points, essentially 2 goals from those chances that create. And we did say that there was a lot of space inside if Mellows could get the ball inside and were able to create goal scoring opportunities.
Ahascragh stayed 1-1. They haven't had +1 back there either.
Yeah, they've left it very, very open, and it probably suits Tadhg and Adrian Morrissey and Conor Elwood and these guys inside.
Derek Kelly, the linesman, put up his flag there just a second ago, and you could see how strong the breeze was in favour of Ahascragh as I tried to work it again. Luke Murray blocked down though, goes to Sean Morrissey, and Sean Morrissey again goes long because there's a 3-on-3 inside looking for the Ronan Elwood to try and get onto that ball, but again it's dealt with by Ahascragh who come through Stephen Kelly, and Stephen Kelly from outside the 65 metre line, that's high, but that goes to the wrong side of the post and wide.
Yeah, 7 wides for Ahascragh now, 4 for Mellows, and the game is on again. Both teams getting on with it quickly.
They certainly are. Ed O'Reilly, you can see the tactics from Mellows. They want to get it in there fast now to the men inside. As this one is repulsed though by Ahascragh, John Finnerty under pressure there from Luke McPhilbin. Again, the ball is a stalemate situation. Conor Hines has made a little darting run inside just in case there was any ball breaking inside, but Robert Green, in fairness to him, tracked him. As we will restart with a throw in on the 45 metre line of the half being defended by Ahascragh. They come away with the ball, and I think there was a tap seen there by
yeah, he was lucky enough, O'Nocton, because he caught the ball twice.
Yeah.
He was running into a couple of Mellows lads, and he just got a little tip there. It's going to be a free, so I'd say he's happy just to get the free.
Warwick Mannion will take the free. 6 minutes to the break. Mellows 2-4, which is 10 points. Ahascragh 1-6, which is 9. 1 point between the two teams as Warwick Mannion looking upfield. Cahill is making his way slowly into the full forward line, making a run then, and Porrick goes for him. Goes to the 15 corner. Cahill is probably saying, why did you put it all the way out there for me? But anyway, he's lost position, and Mark Hughes tidies up, but then he's blocked down, and Cahill Mannion reclaims the ball again in the 15 corner, trying to come in field, trying to get it onto the right hand side, goes low with the shot. I think he
was going for a point, in fairness,
yeah.
But in fairness, Louis did well to deal with it, because it was one of those dangerous balls that was coming in around the goals.
And Mellows coming out of defence. Conor Hines being the link man there from Jack Hastings' pass. He goes long again, looking for Tyke Harron to try and win that ball. Ball hits the deck. Comes back to Adrian Morrissey. There was a push there. Referee Richard McNicholas spotted that. Free out for Ahascragh.
Yeah, 5 minutes to half time. It's a fairly lively game, Sean. Not much between them, in fairness.
It's enjoyable.
Yeah.
And you would have to say, with 5 minutes to the break, that there's no doubt that the half-time pep talk for David Collins will be probably a little bit easier than Donal Cooney at the minute. But we've seen how games can change so quickly, though. Warwick Mannion then, taking the free, goes again to the left corner forward position. Asking for and finding Luke Murray to get onto that ball. Luke Murray goes back then to his midfielder, that's Diarmuid O'Brien, who takes on the shot from a difficult angle. It's not going to go wide. Jack Hastings does well to pick it up there for Liam Mellows, and Mellows work it out through the lines again. Sean Morrissey, as Niall said, many of these won championship medals in 17, including Mark Hughes.
Yeah,
you were humming and hawing about that one there.
Coming, and all he needed, if he got a flick, he was bearing down on goal. But in fairness, Mark Hughes did really well.
They did well. Conor Elwood has the runner with Conor Hines. Lovely take on the stick firstly, and then pops it high over the bar. Lovely score by Conor Hines. Excellent point by the youngster. Pops it over the bar. And Dad Mike would have been pleased with that one. Lovely score. Suddenly 2-5 for Liam Mellows, 1-6 for Ahascragh. A lovely take on the hurl by Conor Hines, in fairness.
Yeah, he's a quality hurler, in fairness, and he's brought a good bit to that Mellows attack over the past couple of years. Good score for him, 2-5 to 1-6.
Cahill Mannion tries to keep the ball alive in the centre forward position from the puck out. Ball broke though, and Mark Hughes is onto it, and Mark Hughes gets it off to Conor Hines. He was scoring a point in the last play. He's now back at right half back. He seems like he's the transition man on this team. Goes up the field, then up to Adrian Morrissey. Adrian Morrissey gets out in front, and then lovely effort over the shoulder. Has it the legs? It has, to get over the bar. Lovely score there by Adrian Morrissey, his second of the day. And suddenly 2 quick-fire points from Liam Mellows put them 2-6 to 1-6 in front, 3 minutes to the break.
Yeah, and Conor Hines has been central to both of those scores, in fairness. But a great score by Adrian Morrissey off the left-hand side. 2-6 to 1-6, 3-point lead. Mellows will be really happy coming up to half-time.
As Ahascragh come out short, and then it goes to the lively Robert Green. Robert Green goes in then, finding Luke Kennedy. Luke Kennedy turn was blocked down well by Sean Morrissey, but did well to reclaim possession. Morrissey tried to keep the ball alive, and eventually it's Mark Hughes, who's enjoyed a good first half, who wins the ball. Then again to Conor Hines, back to Mark Hughes. Conor Hines coming out to that midfield role. trying to link the play, as I keep saying, in towards Adrian Morrissey. He hits the deck, no free though. Pádraig Mannion tidies up, no time to even look for the free in this game as the play goes up the field again.
Yeah, it looked like a free, Sean, in fairness. Adrian Morrissey looked like he got a push in the back.
But as you often say to me, when it's not awarded, it's not a free, Sean, as you say to me, as Cathal Mannion off his left hand side striking in, and this one goes to the left hand side and wide.
Yeah, 8 wides now.
That's a nice bit now, isn't it, with the breeze?
It's a lot of wides with the breeze, yeah.
The trail by 3, 2-6 for Mellows, 1-6 for Ahascragh. And it goes to Conor Elwood. Conor Elwood on the ball, gets the hand pass off then to Owen Finnerty. Owen Finnerty takes a strong run inside. Owen Finnerty pops it high, pops it over the bar. Lovely score by Owen Finnerty. There was a pace and a directness about him when he got onto that ball. Took it inside the tackle, put it over the bar. 2-7 now for Lee Mellows, 1-6 for Ahascragh. A minute and a half of normal time left.
Yeah, 1-3 without reply now as well for Mellows. Good score by Owen Finnerty. I think he plays football for St James's. I think he played in last week's championship, but good score for him, and they've gone 4 in front.
Yeah, he's a good engine on him, hasn't he? As Ahascragh come again, Diarmuid O'Brien. Diarmuid O'Brien tries to angle it over, and Diarmuid O'Brien does just that. Lovely score by Diarmuid O'Brien. His first of the afternoon. Usually a man that always works the scoreboard. 2-7 for the Mellows now, 1-6 for Ahascragh. 4-point margin, which is more than decent from a middle. It's 2-7 to 1-7, I should say. Yeah, now the scoreboard's right. 2-7 to 1-7 as Cathal Mannion gets on the ball. 3 Mellows men descend around him, so it must be someone free. Goes out with the hand pass out to the wing forward. Luke Murray standing on the sideline. Luke Murray, lovely score by Luke Murray. Excellent point by the wing forward, literally standing on the sideline at the end of the stand there. It's inside the 65 metre line or so. Popped it high, put it over the bar. 1-8 now for Ahascragh, 2-7 for Lee Mellows. 2-point ball game. Yeah,
2 really good points for Lee Mellows, or for Ahascragh, I should say. Mellows had 1-3 without reply.
Great catch by Pádraig Mannion.
Mannions are coming again.
Yeah, here's Pádraig Mannion, catches the puck out and saunters up the field and pops it high, pops it over the bar. Lovely score.
Yeah, and they looked in a bit of bother, haven't they? But they've responded in about a minute and a half. They've hit 3 points in a row, all from play, and all of a sudden there's only a point between them again.
So then Louis D is taking his time to survey his options. 1-point ball game. John Finnerty goes high, bats the ball to the deck. Onto it then is Jack Kevill, and Jack Kevill pushed in the back, and that'll be a free that Mark Hughes will take.
Conor Elwood is calling first.
Yeah. Mark Hughes goes across and does well with the trajectory of that one into the breeze to Crichton with that diagonal ball. Conor Elwood gets it out then to Conor Hines. Conor Hines goes back with a nice little stick pass to Stephen Barrett. Stephen Barrett into Adrian Morrissey. Is the runner off Morrissey? There is. That man is Conor Hines. Conor Hines pass just slightly over his head, keeps it alive, gets a slap down again. Ahascragh will regard that as a cheap free, Niall, given away.
Yeah, it was a free in fairness, just a slap on the hurl, and he'd kind of lost control of it, you know. They'll be disappointed with that, and it's a tap over point here now for Lee Mellows and for Ty Cairn just prior to half time.
So Ty walks in slowly. Right now, before we get to the break now, we've played 1 minute of the additional time at the end of the opening half. 2-7 Mellows, Ahascragh 1-9. Quick summary, you would have to say that Mellows would take this if they were given it before the game.
Yeah, they sure would. You know, they're playing against a significant wind in the first half, and if they go a couple of points in at half time, they're 2 up now. We're not quite sure what the additional time will be.
There it is.
That's the blow.
That answers your question.
So 2 points in it at half time, and Lee Mellows be really, really happy. You know, but when you have the likes of Cathal Mannion in the field and Pádraig Mannion in the field, there's always those goal scoring opportunities. Mellows create a lot of space inside, went 2 inside and created serious amount of space, and Ty Cairn profited from 2 really good passes from Luke McPhilbin and Conor Elwood to take the 2 goals. So 2 between them at half time, delicately poised, but Ahascragh will be the happier side. It's a 2-8 for Lee Mellows, 1-9 for Ahascragh.
There you have it then at the half time situation, even though the scoreboard reads 2-9 to 1-9, but at half time 2 points we reckon between the sides here in Kenny Park in Athenry. All to play for then in the second half. Come back to us for the second half live, and we'll bring you the story of the Senior B Group 2 game.
QFinancial.ie got the price and advice for me.
Pension auto-enrolment will soon be introduced. This means that all full-time workers over the age of 23 earning more than €20,000 per year must contribute to a pension, and employers must contribute. What are those pension entitlements, and is there independent advice available? The Q Financial Pension Team are experienced in advising both employees and employers of the positive and affordable options available for your situation. Call 091 421 900 or log on to qfinancial.ie.
QFinancial, QFinancial.ie.
Based in Clare, Galway, OMA Financial Services Limited, trading as qfinancial.ie, is an authorised independent pension intermediary regulated by the Central Bank of Ireland.
We redefine your relationship with energy, save you money, and get you on the path to a cleaner, greener future. JFW Renewables, your nationwide solar energy specialists. Call us today for a greener tomorrow.
Former Galway minor, of course, and Mellows bringing the ball safely out of defence, and then Mark Hughes turns defence into attack. Long ball just suddenly into open space, and that's Conor Elwood that's onto it immediately. Conor Elwood bearing down a goal, has Tadhg Hearn inside. Tadhg Hearn winding up for the shot into the back of the net. The ball well won over there again by Conor Elwood, and Conor Elwood has started this game well, hitting off the right hand side as he bears down on goal and puts it high and puts the ball cleverly. Eventually goes through to Cathal Mannion in the number 10 position. This is his third shot at goal, and his third shot reaps dividends. Cathal Mannion, the way they've won dealt with the puck house, into Adrian Morrissey. Adrian Morrissey got it out of his feet firstly, then turns onto the right hand side. Lovely yesterday evening in that game against Sarsfield. So now Cathal Mannion up against Louis D, the Kerryman, in goal for Liam Mellows. We played nearly 14 minutes of the opening half. 143 points. Cathal Mannion striking into the corner of the net. No doubt whatsoever about it. Mannion never wants to get a guy that looks like him as John Finnerty beside the half back line as Pádraig Mannion from out the field puts it high.
Nothing unusual to see the quality of the ball that they're putting into their attack.
Mark Kelly pops the ball over the bar from the place ball. One for half of the field. Good play by Ahascragh, back to Cathal Mannion from the 65 metre line off the left hand side. My God, look at it. What a score.
6-1-4.
Oh, kind of point you'd love to score in the back garden one time, but he's doing it in Championship hurling. We've seen him do it for Galway at the highest level. Meanwhile, down at the other end, it's Luke McPhilbin on a run for Mellows. Lovely ball inside to Tadhg Hearn. Tadhg Hearn, second goal! Credit Luke.
He was bearing down on goal, but in fairness, Mark Hughes did really well.
They did well. Conor Elwood has the runner with Conor Hines. Lovely take on the stick firstly, and then pops it high up the field, then up to Adrian Morrissey. Adrian Morrissey gets out in front, and then lovely effort over the shoulder, has it the legs in on the ball, gets the hand pass off then to Owen Finnerty. Owen Finnerty takes a strong run inside. Owen Finnerty pops it high
for him, and they've gone 4 in front.
Yeah, he's a good engine on him, hasn't he? As Ahascragh Fohenagh coming in, Diarmuid O'Brien. Diarmuid O'Brien tries to angle it over, and Diarmuid O'Brien send around him, so it must be someone free. Goes out with the hand pass out to the wing forward. Luke Murray standing on the sideline. Luke Murray, lovely score by Luke Murray.
Mellows hit 1-3 without reply.
Great catch by Pádraig Mannion.
Mannions are coming again.
Yeah, here's Pádraig Mannion, catches the puck out and saunters up the field and pops it high, pops it over the bar. And you're welcome back here to Kenny Park in Athenry, where the scene is set for the second half of this very interesting Senior B Group 2 clash between Ahascragh and Mellows. Just 2 points between them at half time, but in this second half a big significance should be, you would think, that Mellows will have the breeze, but I would imagine that Donald Cooney and his management team will have different ideas from Ahascragh. We would expect probably to see them setting up a little bit differently now.
Yeah, you would think so. There's only 2 points between them, though, in fairness, 2-8 to 1-9. It's a good game of hurling. We said there was a huge amount of space being created by the Mellows inside line. Be interesting to see whether Ahascragh try and curb that influence in the second half, but very tight game, not much between them, but the wind is to come now at Mellows. They'll be the happier team going in at half time, and the first 5 to 10 minutes of this second half will be important, in the sense that if Ahascragh can stay in the game, for their purpose, that would be important. If Mellows then will be trying obviously to extend that lead out, but they are with the advantage of a huge wind in the second half.
So Richard McNicholas then to throw in the ball for the start of this second half. A lot at stake, as we described before the game, in this very competitive group. Athenry and Portumna, who play later on this afternoon, I'm sure will be tuned in to see how this game finishes here, as the yellow shithler makes its way out. And the yellow shithler now a permanent part of the hurling furniture night, isn't it?
Sure is, yeah. It hasn't gone down to the juvenile yet, so it hasn't. But we're just looking at the Loughrea Mike Cullen game. Loughrea after getting a goal there, Sean, they lead by 5 now. So, but Mike Cullen, in fairness, putting it up to them in the senior championship, and I think Clymer are playing Turlock as well. I think Clymer well up in that game as the second half starts here. As
Conor Elwood, the Mellows with the breeze in the second half, gets onto that ball, knocked away from him though, and it goes out over the sideline in the far side of the field. Derek Kelly is the linesman on that side, as Conor Elwood was thinking about taking it, but then Tyg Harron, I was just going to say that Tyg Harron is a kind of a position we've often seen him scoring from now, from a line ball.
Yeah, he's looking. Is he going to go? I'd say he's going to go for it
himself.
He's
going to go for it now. Adrian Morrissey is the only forward in at the edge of the square, as Tiger strikes the line ball well, but doesn't get it accurately between the posts. That goes to the wrong side of the post and wide. So then, as the breeze continues to make life difficult here in Kenny Park in Athenry, crossfield breeze, but going strongly in favour of Lee Mellows at the second half, but going into the kind of the 15 corners we were describing in the opening half. Ball picked up there by Jack Hastings out around the midfield sector. On that ball, wins the ball and wins the free.
Yeah, he was very close to picking it off the ground, I'd say, Sean, but got away with it. It's a free to Lee Mellows, and with the wind, Tyg Harron will have the advantage. It's been brought up for something that's been said. I think that's the second time that's happened, that the Ahascragh players have said something, and it's been brought forward to a more advantageous position now for Tyg Harron, and it's a scoreable opportunity for him at this stage.
Every point is crucial in this game, isn't it? As Lee Mellows tested 3 county finals, as we said, between 17, 18 and 19, won the 17-1. As Tyg Harron, who got 12 points, as we said, out of the 20 points they scored in the opening game, he's hit 2 goals and 3 points in the opening half out of their tally of 2-8 thus far. Striking this one, never doubt about it, once it left the come on, flew high over the bar. 2-4 now for Tyg Harron, and Mellows extend their lead out to 3. 2-9 for Lee Mellows, 1-9 for Ahascragh. Puck out to this side of the field, going for Cathal Mannion, breaks though into the path of Luke Kennedy. Luke Kennedy on the ball, again running at the defence in this instance, but Mellows get the numbers back, and Sean Morrissey does well to get the ball in hand. Sean Morrissey's hand pass out, he's deemed to have been fouled in so doing, and that's going to be a free out for Mellows. Conor Hines was thinking about taking it quickly. John Kane, the linesman, just throwing the ball back, and Sean Morrissey's big addition after missing the first game night, isn't he, to Mellows?
Yeah, and I think Adrian Morrissey only came on as a sub as well, so their team has obviously been strengthened by those additions. And they're a fine team. I think they were probably a bit disappointed last year in the Senior B Championship. That just didn't happen for them in the semi-final, I think it was again, and they were beaten in that game, and they're trying to get back up into the Senior Championship, which they no doubt will see it as where they should be.
Oh, lovely pull on that ball, as it the long free actually bouncing in the square, and Adrian Morrissey swiveled and just got a first time pull on it, but it flew wide. Could have easily gone over the bar. Short puck out for Ahascragh as they try to build down the field. Stephen Kelly plays it up into the corner forward position. Mellows put pressure on, but so there is Mark Kelly trying to get onto that ball. The ball breaks in into midfielder Jimmy O'Brien pulled back. He was actually fouled, and for once, instead of going for the advantage, he just stopped and said, hey, I'd be happy to take the free, and a chance for Ahascragh to get off the mark in the second half.
Yeah, Barry Ford pulled him back. I don't know, should it be a yellow card because he was kind of half bearing down on goal. The professional foul had to be done really, and it's a scoreable opportunity here, and one that you would think that Ahascragh will point to put 2 between them.
I think there's protestations coming there from one of the watermen going out, giving the view.
I think he's a former Ahascragh. Is he a fullback or a goalkeeper? But anyway, one of the Kellys anyway, as it's going to be a free in and a scoreable opportunity for another Kelly, Mark Kelly.
Yeah, Mark Kelly will take his time with this. His team trailing as they are by 3 points, 2-9 to 1-9. If anything, Niall, you'd say that breeze is actually kind of strengthening a bit. I think there's a kind of a hint of a shower as well, which can often strengthen the breeze or whatever. We welcome our listeners to Galway Bay FM. 4 minutes and 19 seconds gone in the second half here. It's Lee Mellows that lead Ahascragh by 2-9 to 1-9. A fine first half performance from Lee Mellows into the breeze, of which they led by 2-8 to 1-9 at the break. 2-4 from Ty Cairn, central to that as the free from Mark Kelly, just outside the 20-metre line. And from the minute he hit it, he's put it wide, but he was looking at both the hurl and the ball. He never connected with it at all.
Yeah, he didn't take it up at all, Sean. You could see the minute it came up that it was going to go wide, and he'll be disappointed with that. But the wind is significant here. Mellows have it in the second half. You mentioned their first half performance. You know, Ty Cairn got 2-3 in that first half, 2 goals from play, but there were 2 well-worked goals. Cathal Mannion got the goal for Ahascragh Fohenagh from a penalty. But it's, there's not a lot between them, but Mellows have a huge wind advantage in this second half now, and they lead by 3, 5 minutes in.
Pádraig Mannion tidying up in the full back line now for Ahascragh Fohenagh, for who Cathal Mannion did start the game after missing the Portumna game through injury. He goes back to his goalkeeper Colin Frayne, who, interesting, has put on a kind of a weather top for the goalie for the second half, which is a sign that this morning, as we keep saying, is more like October and November than August. Ball being kept alive over on the far side of the field there. Well won by Owen Knoxon. Owen Knoxon, then his shot is blocked down though. Ty Cairn, it goes into position. I'm just seeing inside. Mellows have 3 in the full forward line. If that ball goes in now, Conor Elwood gets the pass off, and suddenly Mellows are away. And the ball goes back to Ed O'Reilly. Ed O'Reilly goes back with the hand pass into Luke McPhilbin. Luke McPhilbin dropping it in front of Adrian Morrissey. Adrian Morrissey tries to keep it alive, but well tidied up there by Pádraig Mannion, showing his experience. Came across, saw where the danger was. Gets it out then to John Finnerty, and John Finnerty goes long up the field, up to the right wing forward position, asking his forwards to make their way out there. But the man that wins the race is Jack Hastings. He's been solid as a rock. Gets it off then to Sean Morrissey, and Sean Morrissey down to Conor Elwood. Conor Elwood in the wing forward position, can't keep the ball from going out over the line, and that'll be a line ball to the men of Ahascragh. 6 minutes in now, Ahascragh trail by 3 into the breeze. Mellows, we keep saying, will be happy enough, but in a type of a low scoring game that it is, and when you have Cathal Mannion and Pádraig Mannion on the field, this is still very much alive, this contest, isn't it?
Yeah, it's very much alive, and I suppose for both teams, after their defeats the first day out, it's just a matter of getting a win on the board here in this year's championship. And this 2-9 to 1-9, it's delicately poised, and it looks as if Mellows with the wind, but anything can happen with the likes of, as it says, the Cathal Mannions on the field. Loughrea have beaten Mycullen, by the way, Sean, in the senior championship, 124 to 117. That game was level going down the stretch. I think Loughrea hit 1-4 near the end to win it, so they have 4 points on the board in the senior championship. Yeah,
considering all they're missing, they'll be more than happy with that, as Pádraig Mannion goes on a run right through the centre channel. He's now gone up to the centre forward channel. The ball glued to his stick, but Ty Cairn did enough to knock the ball away firstly. Mellows get the numbers in around the 45-metre line. Rook ball situation. Referee blows the whistle. Good work right there from Liam Mellows, who Pádraig Mannion, he went nearly from the number 6 position to the number 11 position, Niall, up the field.
Yeah, there's a bit of argy going on, a bit pushing and shoving out here in front of us now. And just interested to see what happens here. There's player from both sides down in the field.
Yeah, I think it's Luke McPhilbin that's down for Mellows, and it looks like Pádraig Mannion that's down for the Ahascragh. It continues as a kind of an offshoot of lads looking at each other and pushing each other and coming in and looking to take on each other in this instance. You'd have to say though that from a point of view right now, it's Ahascragh that can ill afford to kind of have a broken game.
They can't, yeah. I see Jack Ford is about to come in as well for Lee Mellows. This suits Mellows down to the ground. We have 8 minutes gone in the second half. They're still 3 points up and the game has slowed down. I presume it's going to be a throw in here.
Jack Ford looks like he's about to come in, I think, for Liam Mellows. Big win for Killimer in the intermediate championship. 6:23 Killimer, Turlockmore 2:13. So Killimer, after that first round loss to Kinvara, get the wheels back on the road there for them. Jack Ford, another experienced player to come in. John Kane has gone out now to Richard McNicholas, and we'll see will there be any penalties.
Jerry Kelly was also out there. I think there could be 2 yellow cards here. It looks as if Luke McPhilbin and Pádraig Mannion have been called aside.
So Richard McNicholas is going to take the Anims. We'll see, Niall, did you call it straight? Did you call it correct, I should say? He's talking to both guys anyway. Luke McPhilbin is putting the helmet back on the head. Pádraig Mannion is there as well, and 2 yellows, exactly right. So Pádraig Mannion and Luke McPhilbin end up on yellow cards. I would imagine the result will be a throw-in ball as well. Yeah,
which can be dangerous as well after a couple of lads get a couple of yellow cards. But there's a lot of players in around that area now as that ball is thrown in.
Yeah, won by Jack Hastings, and Jack Hastings breaks it out to Luke McPhilbin. Luke McPhilbin just lost control of it initially. John Finnerty goes in, nearly gets a touch on it, and then John Finnerty wins the free as Hastings got onto the ball. But it's a free in for Ahascragh. A little bit of, should we say, discussion to the referee makes Richard McNicholas go in another 10 metres or so.
He's been very consistent in fairness on that, on both sides, and it's been brought in now. So it's a scoreable opportunity here now for Mark Kelly. He missed the last one. He'll be hoping to put this one between the posts.
Yeah, but the type of broken nature of the game now, nearly 10 minutes gone in the second half. Mellows still lead by 3 points, have the breeze behind them now. They'll be quite happy with the opening 10 minutes of the second half.
And so will Ahascragh to a degree, in the sense that the lead hasn't really stretched as that one goes wide again from Mark Kelly. Yeah. 2 very poor misses from him, really. Cathal Mannion is on the field as well. Cathal is not fully fit, you would think, Sean.
He
doesn't look fully fit, but
he could take over the freeze now. The latest we have is Ballinderry 1-8. Kilnadeem leads on 3 points after 25 minutes. It's down with the other, and Conor Hines goes for a point, and Conor Hines pops it over the bar. Good score by Conor Hines, his second of the contest, in for once in the position that's on his jersey, the right corner forward position. Gets inside, puts it over the bar, and Mellows go 4 in front. Jack Ford still ready to make his way on. John Kane.
Derek Lynn is in, by the way, for Ahascragh, and it's Mark Kelly that's been taken off.
Yeah. So Derek Lynn in, and you would imagine with that as well there could be a change of free taker, you would say.
Well, there'll definitely be a change of free taker.
He's gone.
But anyway, 2-10 to 1-9. Mark Kelly has been a good forward for Ahascragh down through the years, in fairness to him.
A good catch there by Luke Kennedy, out of the air from the puck out. Again surrounded though by Jack Hastings and Mark Hughes. Hastings deemed to have fouled him. Mellows are making everything a contest though, Niall, aren't they? Even under the high ball, the dropping ball, whichever way, they're just making themselves. They're not going to give Ahascragh anything easy. But as you do make the point, still with only the 4-point margin, the game's still alive.
Still very much alive, and there was a lot of free flowing hurling in the first half. The second half, it's been very, very tight, being dictated by frees really, and we just saw a good score from play there. But Cathal Mannion takes over the free taking duties. It's one that Ahascragh need. It's a difficult one against that wind, but he's on the 65 metre line as he takes it.
So into the breeze that you describe. Cathal Mannion then striking into the road end here in Kenny Park and Athenry, puts it high and puts it inside the post, puts it over the bar. 1 goal and 3 points now for Cathal Mannion. The goal coming from that penalty in the opening half. Louis D goes fast with the puck out. 3-point ball game. Liam Mellows 2-10. Ahascragh 1-10 as the ball broken down and then won by Ronan Kelly for Ahascragh. He's dispossessed though by Owen Finnerty, working hard for Liam Mellows. Finnerty on the ball, then plays a lovely ball out into space to Conor Hines, who got into a lovely area without a Ahascragh man within 10 yards of him, and Conor Hines puts it high, puts it over the bars. 2 good points in a row from Conor Hines to bring his match tally to 3. 1-10 for Ahascragh, 2-11 for Liam Mellows. Conor Hines has had a fair old game now.
He's had a good game, and he was the link player in that first half for his side as well, and he's got 3 points from play, 3 good scores.
Jeremy O'Brien was going through there, but he was unceremoniously stopped, shall we say. I think was it
Mark Hughes.
Mark Hughes, that could be spoken to here by Richard McNicholas. But you can see Mellows in the second half, they do not want Ahascragh running at them.
And they've stopped them every time, in fairness. But that's game management, as they call it, Sean, and they're doing it well so far.
The upshot of it, of course, will be a yellow card to Mark Hughes. And a free in to Cathal Mannion, which was just 4 points between them. If he pops it again, you're back to a goal again. And I suppose 13 minutes played in the second half, you'd have to say now that Liam Mellows haven't really taken advantage of the breeze in terms of pulling away in the game.
Yeah, it's a very stop-start second half. In fairness, that ball comes back off the post.
Yeah, hits the post, would you believe? And the only one that was alert to it was Barry Ford, the full back, and Barry Ford drives it down the field. Could that be a turning point in the game? The ball coming off the post on the free, breaks into Luke McPhilbin. Luke McPhilbin out to Conor Hines. Conor Hines, he's on a rich game of form, and Conor Hines pops it over the bar. A 2-point swing in that instance. The free from Cathal Mannion came back off the upright, fell invitingly to Barry Ford, quickly worked up the field, and Conor Hines at the other end puts it over the bar for his 4th point of the game.
Yeah, he's got 4 good points from play. Ahascragh have missed 3 scoreable frees, Sean, in the second half. It's 2-12 to 1-10. If they'd scored their 3 frees, it'd be 2-11 to 1-13. They'd have only a point in it, because obviously Mellows wouldn't have got that score then, as we see Conor Kavanagh coming in place of Adrian Morrissey, another experienced campaigner coming in. But Conor Hines, in fairness to him, has got 4 points in play, but he was centrally involved in that first half as well, and he's having a fine game for Mellows.
Jack Ford still remains on the sideline. Lovely take from the puck out by Cathal Mannion. 2-12 to 1-10 the game is now. Cathal Mannion gets away from the would-be tackle, looks inside, needs runners now going left and right. Mannion on the ball, looks upfield. What does he need? He doesn't need runners at all, because he just off the left hand side with that lovely sweet striking action, puts it high, puts it over the bar. 1 goal and 4 points for Cathal Mannion now, which still just keeps Ahascragh in touch here. They trailed by 4, 2-12 to 1-11. Ty Cairn on the ball in the right corner forward position now, does well to keep the ball under control, then tries to get the hand pass off to Conor Kavanagh. Breaks back though again to Ty Cairn. He's in on goal, well dispossessed though by the corner back there. That's Conor Kelly. And Conor Kelly did enough just to break the ball away from the path as Ty Cairn. I think he was eyeing up goal again as Pádraig Mannion goes for a run. Down the left hand flank, stand side the field, Pádraig Mannion, comes Conor Elwood. That's just free.
About got away with it there, Conor Elwood, it was a wild pull.
There was another chat there that got away with it as well, as Cathal Mannion gets onto the ball now for Ahascragh. Cathal Mannion trying to go through the centre of the channel, gets the pass inside to Diarmuid O'Brien, who's giving him support. Diarmuid O'Brien puts on a little bit of a pace onto the running ability, and then takes the shot and puts it over the bar. Lovely score by Diarmuid O'Brien. And there's one thing about Ahascragh and Isle in last year's Senior B Championship: they will not go away from you. They have kept the margin back to 3 again. 2-12 now. Mellows 1-12 for Ahascragh. Jack Ford coming on for Lee Mellows.
Yeah, I think Luke McPhilbin is the man that's gone off. Down to 3 points again, Sean. 2-12 to 1-12. Those couple of frees could be significant in the end. The ones that Ahascragh have missed, but halfway through the second half, there's 3 between them. Still all to play for. The Mannions have a big influence in the game now. Diarmuid O'Brien with a good score there as well. It'll be interesting to see, can Mellows respond to that score now? They've been really good at responding, particularly through Conor Hines in this second half. And can they respond to that score from Diarmuid O'Brien?
Yeah, I think there was just a small bit of confusion as Jack Ford came onto the field of play here, but Richard McNicholas is now happy to continue to play. Foul on Luke Murray, and a chance for Ahascragh to build again. They trailed by 3, 16 minutes gone in the second half. This game has not gone to script in terms of neither team has used the breeze, Niall.
No, they haven't, and it's completely different to yesterday, where we had a beautiful day, but we didn't. The breeze was slightly different, but it was still hugely significant. But Cathal Mannion's come back to take this free on his own 65 metre line against a huge breeze. It'll be interesting to see whether he'll have the distance and the accuracy with this one, because he's a long way out.
A long way out is right. So Cathal Mannion on his own 65 metre line, striking the ball into the breeze. It's kind of low trajectory, going to drop in around the house. Dangerous ball, well read by Sean Morrissey though. He came out and took it and gets the ball out then, and suddenly Jack Hastings has the ball, and a let off there for Liam Mellows as Jack Hastings comes out the field, drives the ball long down the field. Pádraig Mannion comes away from his hand, breaks into the path then of Conor Kavanagh. Conor Kavanagh bearing down on goal. Conor Kavanagh, is he fouled? He is. Free in, and in 2 small changes where Ahascragh had a chance at one end again. 1 or 2 miscontrolled situations of the sliotar, and eventually Conor Kavanagh got onto the ball, went at the Ahascragh defence, was pulled down, wins the free, and there could be a scoring point, or it's certainly a scoring opportunity, but should be a point.
Yeah, it'll be put between the posts. In fairness, Pádraig Mannion just dropped the ball out of his hand uncharacteristically, broke into Conor Kavanagh, and he was taken down free in, and Ty Cairn should tap this between the post.
So Ty Cairn has the chance to pop it high and pops it over the bar. So that's 2 goals and 5 points now for Ty Cairn, and those scores are proving invaluable now. They lead by 2-13 to 1-12.
Yeah, the 2 goals really huge scores in the context of the game. The first one was the opening score of the day, and that gave Mellows the catalyst in the momentum in the early stages of the first half as they come on the attack again.
Good catch there by Ronan Elwood. Ronan Elwood off the right strikes in, but the ball pulled off to the left hand post, and I think Richard McNicholas, is he going back to give the free?
Yeah, he was on an advantage there. He just swung around, so it's a free in, and Ty Cairn will take his time coming out, no doubt, for this one.
Yeah, so Ty Cairn coming out to the left half forward position. David Collins, the Bonish Thor with Liam Mellows. He has Conor Hines, Brian Rabbit, John Lee, John Hughes, Brian Dean, John Hughes, Kenneth Walsh and Tom French. A lot of famous Mellows names there, and a lot of the 17 team involved both on the field of play and off it, aren't they?
Yeah, they're highly involved, yeah. It's a big management team there, in fairness, and it's going to be a scoreable opportunity here for Ty Cairn again. I know he's a long way out, but he's aided by the wind.
Half time in that game, Ballinderry 110, Kinnadima Leitrim 4 points. We assume that every game today there's a breeze element as Ty Cairn takes the free. Lovely purchase on it, lovely strike, gets it inside the right hand post. 2 goals and 6 points for Ty Cairn, and really down to the year's night. He's been a key player for Liam Mellows. He's now stretched them 214 to 112 ahead with 11 minutes left in this contest as Ahascragh worked the ball out short. The man that's on it, Stephen Kelly, in the half-back line. He goes then to Ronan Kelly, back to Stephen Kelly again. The Kellys combining. He gets it infield, then trying to get Cathal Mannion on the ball, but he's dealt with in this instance by Stephen Barrett. And Stephen Barrett going across the half-back line where he's fouled. And again, those frees are situations you can't give away. And even with that now, Ty Cairn has shown an interest to come back and maybe have a pop at this, and it's well inside his own 45 metre line. Mark Hughes was thinking about it, and he throws it to Ty Cairn, which will do 2 things, Niall. It's a scoring opportunity despite the fact that it's inside his own 45 metre line, but it'll also eat down the clock in the terms that, you know, game management. Harden coming back from the forward line back to his defence to take the free.
Yeah, and you know, he's going to have the distance here, you would think, with that wind, and it's just slowing the game down. If it goes over the bar, it stretches that lead out to 6.
Yeah, the man that frequently takes part in the All-Ireland Puck Fada, he certainly had the distance, but he didn't have the accuracy in this days. Right, 10 minutes left here. Ahascragh 112, 214 for Liam Mellows. The existence of one of these teams in the championship is on the line here as Luke Cosgrove gets it up the field. This was a situation that Ahascragh have often found themselves in and usually find their way out. As Mellows come on the attack again, Conor Kavanagh is in around the house there with Jack Ford, the 2 men that have now come in. Ball hits the deck, onto it is Conor Kelly. Conor Kelly gets the hand pass off then to Ronan Kelly, and again Ahascragh work the ball well out of defence. Diarmuid O'Brien goes long then, gets it inside. Now suddenly there are things opening up as Cathal Mannion is asked to get on the ball, goes away from Cathal though in this instance, and the man that's onto it is Owen Naughton, and Owen Naughton goes for a run. He's in on the 20 metre line, taking on nearly the whole Mellows defence by himself, goes back to the pass to Luke Kennedy, has a shot deflected by Sean Morrissey, but Louis D read it well, and the goalkeeper gets the hand pass off to Sean Morrissey, who goes route 1 with the breeze down on top of Jack Ford. Jack Ford beaten to it there by Pádraig Mannion, and Pádraig Mannion comes out. 2-14 for Liam Mellows. 1 goal and 12 points for Ahascragh. Breaks in the midfield sector. Ronan Kelly tries to keep it alive, or Luke Murray was trying to keep it alive, but he loses it. Owen Finnerty is onto it, the midfielder for Liam Mellows. He's pulled back, wins the free, and that type of work on a day like today is absolutely invaluable. Winning the hard ball initially on Finnerty, then taking it into contact, winning the free, and the free, as we keep saying, is a major scoring opportunity in the game like this, even though it's nearly on the halfway line. Yeah,
they've stretched to 5 in front now, Mellows. In fairness, you know, there were 3 up at half time, they've gone to 5. This could make it 6, and it's going to be a lot harder for Ahascragh to come back into this game. You would think even at this stage, Sean, with about 8 or 9 minutes to go, they probably need a goal to reignite this game from them. You would think that with that wind, it's going to be very hard to score 5 or 6 points to get back into it.
So then Ty Cairn, he's nearer the Ahascragh 65 metre line than the halfway line. He's practically in the middle of the field, striking into the scoreboard end here in a windy Kenny Park as Ty Cairn strikes it. This one, it's inside the post, and of course it goes straight over the bar. 2 goals and 7 points now for Ty Cairn, and that eases Mellows now into a 215 to 112 lead, and as Niall has just said, a 6-point lead is a significant lead. Ball lost in transition coming out from Ahascragh. Ball misplaced by Conor Kelly straight to Ronan Elwood, and Ronan Elwood pops it high, puts it over the bar, gets his first score of the game, but significantly stretches the Mellows lead out to 7. 216 to 112. Again Ahascragh go short from the puck out, which in fairness to them they'll probably have to do to try and get it out, and Stephen Kelly in the half back line eventually gets on it, then he goes long inside to the inner line, might break here into the possession of one of the Ahascragh men, but it doesn't, because the man that's onto it is Ed O'Reilly, wearing 6 for Lee Mellows, playing in that half back line. Gets it off to Ty Carn. Ty Carn out to number 10. Ty Carn striking, does a little bit of a jig and a dance, and Ty Carn puts it over the bar with the aid of the breeze. And finally, we are seeing Lee Mellows beginning to use the breeze advantage in the second half. They've stretched the lead out now to 217 to 112.
Yeah, 2-8 for Ty Carn, 2-1 from play. You know, they've really stretched the lead out, and from a Ahascragh perspective, you just want to keep ticking over points here now, because you never know, every point could be hugely significant in the context of the group, depending on the other game in this group today. But scoreable opportunity here for Cathal now from the free.
The other two teams, as we keep telling you, Portumna and Athenry, about to do battle this afternoon as well, as Cathal takes the free, and Cathal puts it over the bar. That's 1 goal and 5 points of a personal tally now for Cathal, and brings it back to 2 goals and 17 points to 1 goal and 13 points. 7 points margin. As long puck out, breaks into Conor Elwood. Conor Elwood gets the right side of the defender, gets the half pass after Conor Kavanagh. He has it in his hand in the second time. He's pulled down. There has to be a penalty. Yes, second penalty of the game. Conor Kavanagh is fouled. One or two Ahascragh players just going in there at the minute, and there's a little bit of afters developing from that. But I think Conor Kavanagh initially took the pass, lost it, but reclaimed possession and was then pulled down. Definite penalty. The afters continue, but the upshot of it all, Niall, is that it's a serious chance with 5 minutes left in the contest for a penalty to really put this game to bed.
Yeah, I think the 7 between it, I think Mellows are going to win it anyway now, but it's a penalty. Ty Carn will probably take it. He's 2-8 scored. He'll be looking for the hat-trick of goals, and I'm looking down here, number 24, Darren McPeak, will soon be coming in for Lee Mellows as well, and it's great to see him back in action after that horrific injury he suffered about 18 months ago in a league game against Turlough. So it's great to see him about to see action in the senior championship.
Absolutely. He left that game in an ambulance, and great sporting family, of course. We know them on the Camogie field as well, and really part of the Mellows fabric in Galway City. So great to see him coming back on. But right now we have a penalty, and I think Colin Frayne, the goalkeeper, has been spoken to by Richard McNicholas. Also Conor Elwood has been spoken to. Will it be the obligatory 2 yellows? Yeah. Colin Frayne is walking away, and before the yellow card at all, he says, I have to go back in goal and try and stop the penalty going in. So Colin Frayne yellow, Conor Elwood yellow. The score is 217 Lee Mellows, 113 for Ahascragh. 25 minutes 36 seconds played on the clock. The penalty will be taken, I would imagine, by Ty Harron. He's walking away from the ball right there now. He has scored 2 goals and 8 points in the contest so far. Conor Kavanagh is also putting the helmet back on. Little bit of delay as that everyone gets it right. Colin Frayne, I think, has taken off that black top, the kind of wind cheater that he'd on for the start of the second half. The white jersey is just all we see now. Ty Carn is on the verge, Niall, of hitting a hat-trick of goals in this Senior B Championship game in Kenny Park. Yeah,
he's standing up to take this. He's 2-8 scored. You know, if he gets this, it'll be 3-8. Not a bad day's work if it goes in.
Not a bad day's work at all. 26 minutes gone on the clock. 2:17, 1:13. Ty Carn then bending, lifting, striking the penalty. Well saved by Colin Frayne. Good save. Went to his left side, and the goalkeeper did well. Keeps his side alive. John Finnerty on the ball now, and Ahascragh is starting the process of going up the field again. High challenge there by Ronan Elwood, who indicates that he was a bit high there on Stephen Kelly.
He's going to get the yellow, and in fairness, he just put up his hand to say kind of sorry there, Richard, as that one that free. But a great save by Colin Frayne. He'll be happy with that, you know. Keeps his side in the game as Ronan Elwood picks up the yellow.
Yeah, so caught the weave then for Ronan Elwood. We've played 27 minutes of the second half. 2:17 to 1:13. I wonder, could Ahascragh make Mellows pay for that as Cathal goes across field with that latest ball across to the attack, across to Darragh Glynn, who's now in the game, as we said, for Ahascragh. He goes back with the pass to John Finnerty. John Finnerty outside the 45-metre line, striking, but that goes to the wrong side of the post and wide. 2:17 to 1:13. Mellows will say to themselves here, Niall, manage this game properly to the final whistle. We've done the job.
Yeah, that's it. And you know, they have nearly done at this stage. 58 minutes played. It'll take a monumental effort from Ahascragh to get back in this game, but Mellows have had all the aces, particularly in the second half.
Yeah, Conor Elwood lets the ball nicely inside to Jack Kelville, who's up in attack, and Jack Kelville tries to get the shot in the end it just kind of barely ever made its way towards the goal. It was deflected out at the 65, but Jack Kevill was up in attack. Good catch by Conor Elwood initially, and the result is a 65 for Mellows that they will absolutely relish.
Yeah, Tadhg Hearn coming out to take it. The sting has gone out of the game a bit, Sean, hasn't it, the last few minutes. But
I suppose in hindsight, when you look at the half-time score, 2-8 for Mellows and 1-9 for Ahascragh, given that Ahascragh had the breeze, that strong breeze in the opening half, that's where the game was effectively won and lost.
We sort of mentioned as well that the 2 goals Mellows got were worth a lot more than the 6 points in that first half, considering that they were against that wind advantage. Like, they were probably nearly double scores in the sense that, you know, it gave you a massive advantage that you didn't have to claw back 6 points. You had 2 goals on the board. So Tadhg Hearn here, 2-8 as we said so far.
Yeah,
takes the 65.
Low trajectory on this one. Colin Frayne takes it down. Conor Kavanagh is in around the house, whipped away. God, Mellows could have had 2 goals in the last 2 attacks, but Ahascragh have kept themselves alive. Stephen Kelly comes out. We played 29 minutes. We've gone the clock with Ronan Elwood. Does well to rob them as they come out of defence. Ronan Elwood on the ball. Takes on the shot then from the 65 metre line. High ball in again. Conor Hines is in there. Conor Kavanagh's with him. The 2 Conors trying to keep the ball alive. Conor Kavanagh is fouled again. 20 metre free. And I would imagine that this one will be put over the bar.
Yeah, it's a
Conor Kavanagh's a threat as well again.
Yeah, another guy who was involved in that 2017 success. You know, they have a really core of experienced players with a good few younger guys as well. So, you know, there's a serious team in Mellows, and they're back on track with this victory today.
So Tadhg Hearn then to take it. It's a day in August, and there's woolly hats and there's jackets and everything. It really is not the normal type of weather you would expect, as Tadhg Hearn does exactly what it says in the tin, pops it high and over the bar. 2-9 now for Tadhg Hearn. 29:42 played on the clock, and the lead is stretched out now to 2:18 to 1:13. Puck out down on top of Luke Kennedy. Luke Kennedy sees the ball come off his hand, and that'll be a line ball for the Mellows. John Kane into the case. Ahascragh fighting their case over that one. And
Mike Kennedy, by the way, is in lads as well for Lee Mellows.
Yeah, another experienced campaigner. Limping his way out there gingerly is the
Barry Ford,
yeah. Younger man in that full back line. Bringing on Mike Keneally, bringing on Jack Ford, bringing on Conor Kavanagh. Fair sign of their strength and depth of the Mellows as Mark Hughes places the ball. David Collins has the earpiece I see in. Presume he's not listening to EastEnders or anything like that. Jack Ford and Pádraig
He's
Mannion.
not listening to us either, Sean, I'd say.
No. As Mark Hughes takes the line ball, opens up the play well, goes across the field to Conor Elwood. Conor Elwood tries to keep the ball alive in the 13 corner, breaks inside to Conor Kavanagh, and Conor Kavanagh goes running. A hand pass across the face. The goal. Tadhg Hearn had gone into position, but it's knocked away. Comes out into Conor Hines, who actually literally took his eye off the ball. I think he was thinking about putting it over the bar. Jack Ford is on the ball. Jack Ford has a chance to pop it over the bar, and Jack Ford does exactly that, puts it over the bar. Jack Ford gets his first point since coming into the contest. Again, an experienced campaigner comes in, and he extends the lead out to 2:19 to 1:13.
Yeah, good score by Jack Ford. You know, they have extended that lead out now as we come up towards the end. There won't be too much injury time, I'd say, but Ahascragh or Lee Mellows, you know, have their championship campaign back on track after the defeat at Athenry last time out. You know, they have 2 points on the board now, and they'll go in with great confidence that game against Portumna in 2 weeks' time.
So Pádraig Mannion to take the free. Looks for who else but Cahill, the brother. Cahill on the ball in the 15 corner. Heading towards the road end here in Kenny Park, and at the right puts it over the head of Stephen Barrett. Doesn't get the free though, and Ed O'Reilly goes down and picks up the ball, and Ed O'Reilly clears the ball down the field, much to the delight of the Mellows fans. Picked up over there by Stephen Kelly. Stephen Kelly gets it to John Finnerty. John Finnerty goes long again into a one-man full forward line. Not a lot of numbers committed inside by Ahascragh in that instance, and that allows Mellows to come out to the lines for Ronan Elwood. Goes back to Sean Morrissey, goes out to Jack Hastings, and Jack Hastings comes out the field and plays a lovely ball in front of Tadhg Hearn. David Collins will be happy with the Mellows performance today. Gets it off to Jack Ford. Jack Ford on the ball, goes down over. 32 minutes played on the clock, 2:19 to 1:13. Ball goes over the line, and here's the man that we talked about making his comeback. That's Darren McPeak. So well done to Darren, getting back on the field to play. You'd have to be impressed with Mellows, Niall.
Yeah, they've been really, really good. You know, they've been the better team, and you know, they got the goals early on in that first half, and that made a big difference to them. And you know, I'd say they were smarting from that defeat at Athenry. I think they may have taken their eye off the ball a small bit that first day out, in the sense that
they had won the league.
And there was a lot of talk about them being the favourites for this championship.
Serious opposition as
but
well.
Athenry had serious work done, and in fairness, Mellows have regrouped well, and 219 to 113. There's 9 points between them, and they'll be really happy with their performance.
So then, Pádraig Mannion to take the free, just outside the 65-metre line, drops it in around the pressure zone. Oh, lovely touch into the back of the net. We're just waiting to see, was it... I
think it's Luke Murray, is it?
Yeah, I think it's Luke Murray that got the touch.
Doubled on a ball. Yeah. Brilliant strike.
Yeah, lovely touch on the dropping free by Pádraig Mannion into the back of the net, 2:19 to 2:13. But it has come on the 33rd minute of the second half. It's a case of too little too late, or is it? As Louis D goes out to Mark Hughes with the sharp puck out, and then Sean Morrissey goes long down on top of the full forward line, breaks inside to Tadhg Hearn again. Tadhg Hearn onto the ball as it bounces in front of him, and Tadhg Hearn says, I'll pop that straight over the bar to answer the goal. 2:10 for Tadhg Hearn, 33:49 played on the clock, 2:20 Mellows, 2:13 Ahascragh Fohenagh. Lovely goal though, lovely finish by Murray, wasn't it?
It was a brilliant finish, the ball just came in at a low trajectory and he just doubled on it into the back of the net. Louis D had no chance, but again, straight away Tadhg Hearn responded. He's got 2 goals and 10 points, Sean, 2-2 from play, I think, and the rest from frees, but he's had a fine performance, it must be said.
I know they made some great comebacks actually, but remember the comeback they made here against Crowell in the senior
2
championship a few years ago. High ball in around the house again, but this time Mellows get the numbers back. Ball hits the deck and Sean Morrissey is onto it. The ball is cleared out the wing, and that's the last action of the game, and in the end it finishes in a victory for Liam Mellows. 2 goals and 20 points for Liam Mellows, 2 goals and 13 points for Ahascragh Fohenagh in the end. Niall, Mellows will be more than pleased again, as we keep reiterating, the 2 goals in the first half, but the performance against the Breeze to lead at half-time by 2 points were the base of this victory. Credit to Ahascragh Fohenagh, they kept trying, they kept coming back, but it was a case of just not being able to get over the line in this instance, and the victory goes to the deserved winners in this instance, you'd have to say, Liam Mellows.
Liam Mellows, they got the buffer of the goal right from the start, the first score of the game from Tadhg Hearn, and that gave them that lead at half-time. They were 2-9 to 1-9 up at half-time, and then the second goal came just before half-time. Cathal Mannion got a goal back, but in the second half there wasn't a whole lot happening for the first 15 minutes of it, Sean, in the sense that there was only that 3 or 4 points in it, but then Mellows started to put the points on the board. Tadhg Hearn got a couple of scores. Conor Hines got 3 brilliant points in that second half, got 4 in total. They extended the lead out, and despite that late goal from Luke Murray, Mellows have won the game by 7 in the end, 2:20 to 2:13. Full value for their victory. They'll go on now, as I said, with great confidence, that game against Portumna. For Ahascragh Fohenagh, that's a big game coming up now against Athenry in their last game. It's a game that they'll have to win, because they have no points on the board as of yet. But from today's viewpoint, it's a big win for Athenry in the end, Mellows in the end here in Athenry. Mellows 2:20 to 2:13 victors over Ahascragh Fohenagh. They got their first win of the campaign, and they're back on track in this Senior B Championship. Thanks
very much, Niall, for your co-commentary right throughout the afternoon. So in the end here from Kenny Park and Athenry, the first of the double header. Stay tuned for the next game between Ardrahan and Ormore Mary that throws in at 2 o'clock. Whatever Niall Canavan and Andy Cohen will be bringing, or 2:15 to be correct. Andy Cohen and Niall Canavan will bring in that game. But for us right now, victory goes to Liam Mellows. Liam Mellows 2 goals and 20 points. Ahascragh Fohenagh 2:13.
QFinancial.ie got the price and advice for me.
Pension auto-enrolment will soon be introduced. This means that all full-time workers over the age of 23 earning more than €20,000 per year must contribute to a pension, and employers must contribute. What are those pension entitlements, and is there independent advice available? The Q Financial Pension Team are experienced in advising both employees and employers of the positive and affordable options available for your situation. Call 091 421 900 or log on to qfinancial.ie.
Q Financial, qfinancial.ie.
Based in Clare, Galway, OMA Financial Services Limited, trading as qfinancial.ie, is an authorised independent pension intermediary regulated by the Central Bank of Ireland.
We redefine your relationship with energy, save you money, and get you on the path to a cleaner, greener future. JFW Renewables, your nationwide solar energy specialists. Call us today for a greener tomorrow.